Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? I'm nice and mellow, but looks like Keith Thurman is going to be fighting Jessie Vargas. So let's watch some Jessie in his probably best performance of his career. Right before he fought Pacquiao, right? You see right away how Sadam Ali tends to bounce a lot, just like there. And Jessie Vargas is more like a professional fighter, right? He's gliding. His feet aren't slow. He's not flat-footed necessarily. I mean, just look at he's on his toes, man. He's just not bouncing around like Ali and just pushed him back with a hard jab, right? He's a little flat-footed when he needs to be, when he's punching, right? Or one foot is flatter than the other. It depends on what he's doing, right? To say someone's flat-footed or on his toes doesn't really mean anything. But anyway, a little bit of feinting there. Jessie Vargas' punches sound so much harder, even though he gets touched with a little right hand there. Ooh, his shots sound heavier, right? He's planted. Ali's more on his toes. Like that body punch from Jessie Vargas, it probably wouldn't get scored as a better punch, but it was. You see that counter left hook from Vargas and the excellent defense, and how he's trying to punch with Ali and inside of his punches. When he's outside, he's using his long game and getting to Ali a little bit better, I would say, at this point, controlling him, right? But then when Ali gets close, Vargas tightens his game up and tries to counter punch inside, mid-range. The commentators are dick sucking. I mean, they're kissing Ali's ass. It is what it is. He's the flashier guy. I don't know. I guess ooh, do you see that short, sharp counter left hook by Jessie Vargas? Sweet, right? Beautiful short counter left hook on Ali, who is just coming in. Doesn't Ali fight a lot like Keith Thurman, right? Keith's gonna have problems with this guy. Ali can't really land anything. He's throwing a lot, but Vargas' defense is tight, right? Ali's the more athletic guy, the way he fights, and Vargas, even though he's athletic, also very strong fighter. Ooh, did you see that? He's a lot more controlled, right? Like Golovkin, Billy Joe Saunders, right? Kind of like that. But anyway, I want you to look at how, even though Vargas throws that overhand, right, and like say Keith Thurman's throwing that big overhand right hand of his, he's gonna get out of position and out of balance. I want you to see how Jessie Vargas stays on balance. So even though he's throwing a big punch, he uses his feet to get in position, and how really well he maintains his balance while he's doing it. Check it out. See that? Vargas is, to me, a joy to watch. Ali's cool too, man. He's got skill and he's a fun fighter to watch too. But as far as like what I like to see in a fighter, Vargas got it. Ali's still a little amateurish. See how he's trying to. Ali's got faster hands and more combinations, and Vargas is just trying to catch him in between with hard counters. And yeah, Ali's doing one thing for the most part, ambush fighting, I guess you could say, boxing, really, pure boxing. But he starts to fight a little bit too, and hard body shot by Vargas. See how he like stepped into that punch and didn't lose his balance? There, he got a little bit out of position, a little bit out of balance, but was throwing big punches, right? Ali was flashier, but Vargas clearly won that round. His punches were just a lot more effective, and he was dictating, and I don't know. Anyway, Vargas is a very underrated fighter, in my opinion. And if he could take Keith's power or not manage not to get hit with it, it's gonna be a difficult fight for Keith, man. Nice punch, nice scoring blow, but it didn't have much on it. It was sharp and accurate, but if you listen to it, it wasn't that impressive. Vargas's punches were much heavier. He was really picking his shots better. See how Vargas tries to check? There's not a lot of probing from him. Something I'd like to see, but he's got excellent defense, man. Ooh, see what he did right there? Vargas he's a good fighter, man. People underestimate Jesse Vargas. Look how he's gonna shift stances, right? He shifts stances and follows up with the left hook. Golovkin, that's how Golovkin beat up Ishida and eventually knocked him out. Right? Catches him with that. I guess it was the left hook and hurts him, right? Looks to get him with another counter left hook. Vargas has nice short hooks, man. They're not perfect, but they're nice. His jab is more effective. He's sharper, and now he's trying to catch Ali with the right hand, right? He's trying to catch him punching. Checking everything, right? See how easily he gets out of range? But it's not exaggerated, right? He's gliding. Ali's bouncing around. Bad idea. See, that's how Vargas is able to time the bounce and get him with the jab a little bit now, you see? And it's so obvious when Ali's going to start punching, right? Because he stops like that and takes a body shot, right? Vargas is punching in between and he's got, ooh, beautiful, man. People hating on Jesse Vargas, man, you're not appreciating a very good fighter, man. Boom. Very nice. Short left hook. Vargas got some good feints, decent head movement. See, he's trying to catch him, right? This is what David Lemieux should have been trying to do with Billy Joe Saunders. Catch him like that, right? Because it's so obvious when the guy's going to start punching. Now Ali's trying to be more move like a professional fighter, but you see when he starts bouncing around how Jesse is able to set off his jab and time him a little better. Controlling distance. There he kind of stuck his jab out there looking to control his opponent. Jesse Vargas is a student of the game, right? See that, trying to catch him with that left hand. Stepping in, right? Hooking off the jab while moving in and out. Trying to get him with the jabs. He got him again. Ooh. Ali's a little wider and Jesse Vargas is just a little bit sharper, right? Tighter punches. He's able to bully him. Not really landing much, but appears a lot stronger. He's pushing him to the ropes, pushing him around just a little bit. Very active guard. Solid jab. Ooh. Just better defense, tighter game, right? Very even, competitive round. But, man, Vargas was just sharper, was just better. Held the center of the ring, right? He's doing just a little bit better. These punch stats is nonsense, man. This shit is nonsense. I'm not seeing all these punches by Ali. Vargas's face is There's no mark whatsoever, right? Ali starts to bounce again, and it's not a good idea. See? Vargas is timing that bounce. Ali's faster, but I didn't see him landing much there. Jessie's defense is tight. The right hand is by the chin almost all the time. Ooh, do you see that left hook by Vargas? Sweet. Man, Vargas is a good fighter, man. Goes to the body. And feints and gets him with the left hook. Nice. Left hook to the body. Cutting the ring off on him. Not doing the best job of cutting off the ring, but look, gets him to the ropes. Look, he had Ali moving to the right to his left just a little bit, right there. So he throws his right hand and pushes him, and then the left hand and pushes him to the ropes, right? He's cutting the ring off with punches. Nice jab to the body. Trying to push him to the ropes with these jabs, right? That right hand wasn't really about much except to direct him again, right? Send him in a certain direction. It's a thinking fighter, man. Jessie Vargas. See? Just little right hand just to push him in that direction, get him in the corner, right? Now he's gonna look to land the right hand. See? Because that's where Ali is moving. I haven't seen this fight in a while. I only saw it a couple times. See, little punches on the outside, just kind of directing him, right? Controlling him a little bit. Ali's faster, flashier, but his punches are wider. Vargas' hands are up. Vargas isn't really landing much either, but these exchanges, there's not much happening in these exchanges. But you see Ali, I don't know if you can tell, it looks like he's got some color on his face. He's taking jabs, right? Vargas has a good jab, man. Ooh. That was a nice exchange. Finally, some punches landing. Let's slow that down. See what happened. Speed. Let's do it at half speed. Slightly sharper jab by Vargas. Ali's bouncing, right? It's easy to time him. Boom. Both landed, but Vargas was a little sharper. His left hook is really nice, and it had more effect, right? Looks like another body punch by Vargas. They went basically even there, but Vargas is pushing him back, and he keeps working. Ali's throwing some wild stuff, a lot like Keith Thurman, right? See how he's cutting the ring off with punches? Ali's moving into the left hook, so Vargas throws the left hand. Or he's moving into the left, right? Vargas' chin is more tucked in. See, wider punches and shorter punches by Vargas. Cuts the ring off on him. Ooh. He's shifting on him again, right? You know it's intentional, right? He threw the right hand, shifted, and threw the left. Jessie Vargas watches and enjoys watching Golovkin. I guarantee you that. Round 4. Some bullshit scores, man. But Sadam is, oof. Both are landing, but Vargas is better, right? He's pushing him back. He's just sharper. Ali's punches are wider. Vargas is down the pipe, man. His hooks are sharper. He's starting to kick his ass a little bit now, right? Stalking him. Loading up, boxing, punching this dude. Oof. Shifting a little bit there and got slightly off balance. Not perfect, but Ali ain't doing shit, right? Got him on the ropes again. See, before Ali touches the ropes, he throws straight punches to push him into the ropes and put his back against the ropes, right? Put him where he wants to have him, in an advantageous position to himself. And then once he gets him on the ropes, he starts working. Ooh, the hooks. See how much more sense it makes to throw straight down the pipe? Right? He gets inside of... They both throw at the same time, right? Boom. But his punches are shorter and down the middle. And Ali's a little wider and takes the worst of that exchange. Looked like maybe a bit of a low blow by this ref, man. Always cracks me up. See the defense by Jessie Vargas. Reminds me a little bit of Terence Crawford when he gets close. Now Ali got inside of Jessie's punches, but oof, see that right hand by Jessie Vargas? Short right hand. Some of these punches are hard to see. Ali seems to have more hand speed, or maybe because his punches are wider, it's what we notice. Because Vargas's hand speed's very good too, and his punch gets there, right? But it's also because it's a shorter punch. Sweet, right? Nice right hand. Hooking off the jab again. Feigning. I think he could be using his jab a little bit more, probing a little bit better, but gets that right hand almost. Right when he has him lined up in the corner, or just in front of him, basically close to the ropes, it's like right here. This reminds me of playing pool, right? Corner pocket. Boom. See? Sharp jab. Out jabbing Ali. Ali's looking a little embarrassed. Cannot counter that sharp jab. Jessie could do himself some favors, leaving that jab out there as he backs away. Control his opponent a little better, but he's still getting the better of it. He's much sharper. And he's blocking most of what's coming back. There he got caught with the straight left hand, but also looked like he landed to the body. Oof, Ali caught him with a little uppercut on the way in. Ali's adjusting a little bit. But see, this is where Keith can get. Ali can crack, man. But Keith Thurman hits harder, I would say. But this is where Keith's chance is going to come in. Land a good punch. He rocks Jessie Vargas a little bit. But it was that uppercut and the right hand. Got him a little bit, rocked him a little bit. Looks to have hurt him. But look at Vargas, man. He loves that. He just trusts his defense, man. He did get rocked there a little bit, but he didn't care. He wanted Ali to see. This is gonna be if Keith hurts Vargas and gets a little overzealous, Vargas can catch him, right? Like Juan Manuel Marquez. Isn't that one of his idols? I'm sure it is. Like Vargas is hurt, but he's urging him on. Why? Because he wants to counter his ass. He's not very sharp right now because he's a little hurt. But he's tough, man, right? Luis Ortiz. Might be too old to be Wilder, but we'll see. If he doesn't fail any drug test. That was a good round for Ali, but I don't know if that was enough to win it. He got his ass beat in that round. He came back, but I don't think that was enough to win that round. Maybe close round. He did hurt him. Sharp jab by Vargas, catching him on the way in, right? Keith Thurman has a tendency to just come in wild like that too. You know what I mean? Vargas needs to work his jab, and he needs to try to control Keith Thurman. We'll see if he picks up that skill by the time he fights Keith. He would do himself a favor to do that. Ali's feeling a little better. He's a little more offensive, and Jesse's not doing too much himself, but I don't see anybody taking over the round yet. Hard body shot by Jesse. Overhand right. Jesse's looking not quite as sharp at this moment. Maybe he's still a little. There he made an attempt to control Ali. I think he got hit to the body, but he might be picking up that skill. He's gonna need it against Keith Thurman. If if we weren't watching this fight right now, and I asked you who had better head movement in this fight, most people would have said Sadam Ali, right? But that's not true. But we just kind of assign these sort of skills to someone that's considered a boxer, right? Like Sadam Ali. But both of these guys are boxers. They're both boxer punchers actually. Vargas is more of a fighter, but he does more, I guess. Not that much more. I'm not sure he's a complete fighter, but maybe. See, he's shifting again, trying to land that overhand. Oh, what happened there? Just fell off balance? No, that left hook got him a little bit, maybe. No, he's good. No, he just tripped up. This was a good fight, man. Whatever happened there seems to have affected Sadam just a little bit. Not as aggressive all of a sudden. Oop. And catches a counter right hand. Jesse's just sharper, right? Catches him on the way in. Ali can't really land anything. Ali gets wild, very much like Keith Thurman, but Keith throws every punch with power, so it's gonna be dangerous. But I don't know. You could see either guy winning that fight, right? Let's see what happened. But people are just gonna say, "Oh, it's a walkover for Keith Thurman and this and that," and fanboy shit. Yeah, they just tangled. He smothered himself, and not a knockdown, but that's a dangerous position to be in, right? Balance, balance, balance. Jesse Vargas has better balance. I think this is where the fight ends. It's gonna end soon. But anyway, hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for this shit. It happens, man. I know a lot of you guys want to see all kinds of stuff broken down and narrated, I guess, but It's rough, man. When you use copyrighted material, it's rough. Oof. Vargas is just catching him, right? Sharper. Still. Looks like Vargas is getting back into his groove, has recovered from getting a little buzz there. He's looking sharper again, right? Maybe a little bit of a second wind. I'm not sure. Look at Vargas' head movement, right? It's a lot better than Ali's. The defense is better. The hand speed is actually comparable. Sadam Ali is more of an Amir Khan kind of a puncher. He's just throwing shit for the sake of throwing. He'll he'll imagine a combination and then he'll just carry it out no matter what, right? He's more like that. Jesse Vargas picks his shots better, but he's probably just as fast. Or maybe not quite, but the difference isn't very big actually. Ooh, what happened there exactly? Let's look at that again. I think I know, but I want to be sure. Bouncing, bouncing? No. He just kind of fell asleep, I guess. Sadam Ali made a mistake. Step back in. Boom. Overstepped his boundaries. He doesn't. He's not controlling distance, right? He's not. He doesn't have a very good understanding of distance right now against Jesse Vargas. Right? Vargas is just stronger, just a little bit better. Tends to dictate. He's controlling Ali more so than the other way around, or he's in control. Just a better fighter, right? Bam. Now he's clowning him a little bit, talking to him, countering the counter puncher. A little bit basic right now, Vargas. Slightly robotic, just doing the same thing over and over, but it's working. So you can't really criticize him too much. It's not like he's the one that has to adjust, right? Ali's just looking for a different angle, being more athletic, looking for a different way in, and Vargas is just picking him off with straight shots, right? Timothy Bradley's just a very good fighter, which is why. And that was a close fight against Vargas. I don't care what anybody says. That was a very close fight. People acted like Timothy Bradley dominated. No, he didn't. Very competitive fight. Finally, they're giving Vargas some credit. Neither guy really knows how to set his punches up. They seem a little bit out of ideas. Vargas wants to catch him on the way in. Ali doesn't want to go in because he knows that's what Vargas wants to do. So Vargas gets a little proactive. He starts doing the same thing he was doing before. And that overhand right has been working for him, right? Sadam Ali keeps his left hand low. He's a sucker for the overhand right. Oof. Just missed that punch. Vargas is Vargas is just a little more versatile, right? That feint was pretty nice there, right? Almost caught him off that feint. Did I just see what I think I saw? Vargas threw his jab and blocked um, Ali's jab, like what Triple G does, right? Ali's getting to work now, throwing, really sitting down on the shots, but not really landing anything because Vargas's defense. Maybe he did get him to the body, but Vargas's defense is good. Low blow by Vargas. That jab by Vargas is a really nice jab. He just drops it straight from the guard, right? It's hard to see. It's quick. Bop. Very nice jab. Again. Ali seems a little bit quicker right now and maybe landing slightly better, but still getting pushed back. Not too not too technical right now. A little bit disappointing at the moment. Like they're kind of out of ideas maybe, hesitant because both guys are throwing big punches. Both got hurt, you know. But Vargas, ooh, just got caught with a big counter hook. Vargas seems to, if not start the exchanges, punch with Ali, but he's always finishing the exchanges, right? Gets him with the partial shot there. And something to the body, maybe a little low. But, you know, he is a Juan Manuel Marquez fan, right? Yeah, Vargas is just better. Mixing it up better, up and down. Going to the body. Over the overhand right is working, right? I think that's how he wins the fight, isn't it? The overhand right. Finally, Max Kellerman notices how Vargas is exposing Sadam Ali's defense. Hard jab to the body. Very straight, pretty fast. Yeah, I agree with what Bernard Hopkins is saying now that Vargas should be using his jab a little bit more because it is a good jab. This bit of a lull right now, I think would benefit Keith Thurman. I don't think Vargas needs to let Keith Thurman rest and think, but he may have no choice, you know. If Keith Thurman cracks him with something hard early, we may see a hesitant Vargas like this, looking for solutions and maybe kind of running out of ideas a little bit or being afraid to try something different. But that's another thing also is that Sadam Ali isn't really doing much either. So it's allowing Jessie Vargas to concoct some kind of solution to the problem before him, right? He isn't, he isn't really doing much. But this is why both guys are hesitant to open up because both are throwing. It's basically a punching match right now. See, Vargas lands a big right hand and Ali answers right back. Now Ali seems to be taking over just a little bit. He's having a good stretch right now. Vargas is backing up. Seems a bit out of ideas. He wants to catch him on the way in, right? He wants to counter him or catch him punching. And Ali knows this, and that's why he isn't too willing to let his hands go because he doesn't set up his punches very well either. He relies on speed and the element of surprise and a little bit of technique too. Ali's not really feigning much. As a sucker for that overhand right. He just stands there and oh, that's it. Forgot about this. Or that it was gonna happen like at that moment. Right at the end of the round. What did he do there? Oh, wait a minute. I want to look at it again. So, you see how Vargas lunges in, right? It falls off balance a little bit. Oof. He kind of overshoots that right hand. Didn't really land it flush. Got a little bit too close for how wide it was, I think. Didn't time it very well. Didn't measure the distance very well. It wasn't perfect. It was pretty good, but not perfect. And he lunged in, right? He went overcommitted to it. And look at what he does now, how he adjusts. Ah, see how he dipped? Before he lunged, right? He just went straight forward and lunged. And here he dipped back just a little bit, right? So he adjusted the way he threw the punch because he overshot it. So now instead of just lunging in forward, he dipped back a little bit and then went forward. Because he was too close, so he dipped back a little bit and readjusted, right? The distance and landed it perfectly now, right? Not the most versatile, not, the smartest, not the best, but solid fighter, Vargas, man. He adjusts, he learns from his mistakes. He's got technique and he can crack, man. You know, there's a lot of talk of steroids and all that, and whatever you think is what you think. They're all doing it. Just think that. Vargas, the reason why he's been punching better is because he's just been getting better as a fighter. Too emotional though. What happened? Yeah, they're protecting Sadam Ali, but Vargas Vargas needs to not get so emotional, man. He needs to mature. He needs to keep his cool and focus on the game plan. Use that frustration. Um, Save that energy for the next round and take that frustration out on your opponent, right? Man, he got him jacked up now. See what that jab did to his eye? Vargas needs to use his jab against Keith Thurman, and he could put some serious damage on Keith. See how he adjusted? He dipped, readjusted, and perfect. Perfect. He overshot that first one, so he dipped, and oh, wonderful shot, man. Nonsense. They're protecting Sadam Ali, man. Vargas wasn't supposed to win this fight. And when he fights Keith Thurman, he's not going to be, you know, sorry. He's not supposed to be Keith Thurman either, right? That was a knockdown. Bad referee job. That was a knockdown. Ali's chinny. Keith has a better chin. That one didn't even land very cleanly. Now some dirty fighting, but Ali, but or Vargas. Man, this ref is trying to give him every little chance, huh? Ali's just hurt right now. The speed's not there. Punches are wide. His legs, they're not there. Ali needs to learn how to move like a professional fighter so that when he's hurt, he's able to mask it better, right? You can really tell that he's hurt because of how his bounce is affected, right? And there's not much of bouncing anyway. He's done. He's just done. Nice. Good work by Vargas creating space, throwing the right punch at the right moment. Oh, beautiful. They're giving Ali every chance. I'm okay with that. That ref is so annoying, man. There you go. Good stoppage. Good stoppage. Ali just didn't have it anymore. Vargas, Dewey Cooper, so far seems like the best coach for him, man. Vargas is a much improved fighter, and it shows. He held his own against Pacquiao, but Pacquiao's a beast. Even the 38 or whatever year old Pacquiao is still one hell of a fighter. But you know he didn't get embarrassed like some of these other guys that have fought Pacquiao. He did well. Pacquiao was cautious coming in because um, Vargas was trying to counter him and all that. But you know, Vargas is a pretty experienced fighter. He's been in there with better competition um, than Keith Thurman, and he really played the field because he's fought in different divisions, and not to say he fought the very best in every division, but he tended to fight top level fighters. He's been fairly active, and you know you saw what Sadam Ali was just able to do, right, against Miguel Cotto. So this is a very good win for Vargas, who's in my opinion a very underrated fighter, and um, should not be underestimated by Keith Thurman, and I think has a very, 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 very good chance of getting robbed against Keith. But hopefully he knocks his ass out. Hope you liked the video. I'm a fan, and I'm out.